How's it going, everybody? This is Sky from Epic Time 99, and I just finished reading The Birds and the Bees. Now, every time that I read a story and I finish reading it on Sky Reads, I'm going to do a review on it just as a finality to say the story's over, in case you weren't reading along with me and you were just listening. And I really liked this story. I thought it was fantastic. It stayed true to the characters. I really enjoyed reading it and impersonating the characters, although I'll admit my very first Pinky impression wasn't that good in the first part. That if there was anything I would change about my reading, it would probably be Pinky's original voice thing, because it wasn't that good. Other than that, I really liked it. I thought it was fun. But anyway, the thing I liked about it is that it stayed true to how the characters are in the series, and I can actually see this being somewhat kind of like a story from the show, minus the whole Pinky explaining everything in detail, unless they use that as like a comedic sort of backdrop. Not really backdrop, more or less, what would you call that? Like a message, like a sublime little hidden sort of thing. Like where they leave after she says, "Oh, I know this one," and they're like wide-eyed and they're shaking. They're like, "Oh my goodness," that would be funny. And I think this actually would make for a good episode, because they don't really explain where foals come from in the story, and they shouldn't in the series, because it's a kids series. Regardless of how many of you bronies and Peck sisters think that it should be made for older audiences and they should have death and blah 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 blah, which I think is kind of dumb, but it would be cool to see. My favorite part is probably Princess Celestia's section at the end. I wasn't expecting that. Obviously, that was a little hint to Trollestia. It was really funny. My favorite character to read off of probably was Rainbow Dash, Applejack, and Fluttershy. Fluttershy was a lot of fun to do. Rainbow Dash, I didn't think I would be able to get her voice right, and I was kind of scared, actually, of not doing it justice at the end. Where she's like, "But that doesn't explain where foals come from, or where the foal comes from," and stuff like that. I didn't think I would be able to get her, scratchiness. Not really scratchiness, but how her voice kind of cracks, sort of like Sweetie Belle's, which Sweetie Belle's is, in my opinion, to a more annoying degree. But Rainbow Dash is just tolerable. Fluttershy was just fun to be sheepish, and Applejack and Apple Bloom were fun because, well, they're southern country accents, and I think it's so fun to do those, because I don't really have one, but being from where I'm from, it's in there. There's that little gene, I guess, where it's kind of easy for me to pull something like that off. Other accents and things weren't. Rarity was fun to do, but Twilight was probably my least favorite, just because I kind of use my normal voice for her, because she talks kind of the way I talk, in the sense that it's not really monotone or anything, but it's as a matter of factly, that's how she talks most of the time, except whenever she goes crazy and off the wall. And about the story also, the writing was clever. The worst writer, great writer. There were hardly any spelling or grammatical errors, just a little note there. And this is probably one of my favorite fanfictions I've read. I've read about 20 fanfictions, and this is probably one of my most favorite. I give it... You know what? No. I'm not going to go and do a rating or stars or 0 out of 10 thing. No, I'm not. I'm just going to give my general thoughts. I liked the story. I thought it was funny. It was engaging. It was a lot of fun to read, both out loud and in my head. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any stories that you looked up and you started reading that you want me to do, just comment below, send me a message, rate, subscribe, like the video, please, and I'll see you guys next time. Sorry for the delay, also, sorry about that, but anyway, things will be back on track soon. I'll be getting up new videos, probably going to be starting, the Pony Fantasy 6 really soon because I wanted to introduce all the other series beforehand so that you guys would know what to expect. I don't think there's going to be a lot of ones in the whole Pony Songs one where I sing, because honestly, it is a bit difficult for me to sing some of the songs. This Day Aria was an exception because it's kind of the songs that I normally sing as far as in public, and not really in public, but I do community theater, and it was just easy for me to sing. Like ones like I want to do ones like Becoming Popular and Art of the Dress, except the cold version where it'd be called Art of the Vest. But those songs have such a range in them. I don't know if I'd be able to do them. I like almost all the songs from the series, except for probably my least favorite song, the Cutie Mark Crusader song. I don't like it. But anyway, I like the story. The story was great. Comment, rate, subscribe, please. Like the video. See you guys next time. This is Sky from Epic Time 99, signing off.